what's in the God's mind. Listen.
My bad. My mic was muted. My bad. My bad. I said, let's see it then. Let's see what's in the God's mind then. What's going on over here? Something ain't right over here. Let me get this together. Hold on a second, family. Okay, that looks a little better. Still kind of weird though. Hold on. Let me get this together, family. Let me get this together because this looks weird over here on my end. But peace to the family though. I'm here. Let me get this together so that it don't look so funny on my end. I don't like when it looks like this. Hold on. How do I do that again? So right there, that's good right there. That's good right there. Okay, that looks better. That looks much, much, much better. All right, peace to the family, man. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sincereluvdagod Cast. I am the God, Sincere Love, and I am here solo dolo tonight on another solo dolo mission. We doing it tonight. Actually, how I started this channel to begin with. At the beginning of Sincere Love the Godcast, I started doing Sincere Love the Godcast in 2020. And the first episode that I did on this platform right here was about the Nas and Hit-Boy King's Disease album. So we come in full circle with this one. Peace, what's going on? Peace to the God. I see you in the building, Mashuma. Peace to the God. I know I got to give some people a couple minutes to come on up in here. I got started kind of quickly. But those of you who are here with me right now, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button, family. Make sure you share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we are live on Sincere Love the Godcast. And we're going to be doing a live reaction to the new Nas album, Magic 3. This is the second trilogy within a 3-year span. 6 albums in 3 years. 2 trilogies at the same damn time. Nas and Hit-Boy been on one for the last couple years. And we've all been blessed to receive it, to experience it, to get to hear it, live through these times, and see the God Nas, for one, age so gracefully in the game and continue to not sit on his laurels and just relax with what he's already done, but continue to clear new ground and create new, add new wings to the building of his legacy. You heard it already? It's only been 8 minutes. Some of y'all been playing the album already. Hold on a second. Let me put this up here. Shout out to Nas Nichols. Nas Nichols said, from what I heard so far, it's fire. I have no doubts. That we are definitely in for a treat. And so this is Nas. I think this is Nas' like 17th studio album, not counting like the collaboration with Damian Marley, not counting the QB's Finest or the Firm or none of that. I think this is his 17th solo album. And so y'all see the discography, man. One of the, if not the greatest, one of the greatest discographies in the game, man. From Illmatic to It Was Written, I Am, Nostradamus, Stillmatic, the Nasir album, then the King's Disease series, and now the Magic series. And so let me refresh this to see if the new joint is on here. This is titled. Let me refresh this to see if the new joint is on here. It's supposed to drop at 9 p.m. Nas Nichols said it's already on Apple Music. So the title should have it. Hopefully it's no technical glitches or nothing. There we go. Magic 3. Here we are. Magic 3, right on time. And it seems to be going a little slow here. But y'all let me know if I'm sounding good and if my picture is good and everything like that. Let me know if I'm freezing up or anything like that. So yeah, the Magic 3 is here. So first and foremost, happy born day to the God. Nas turned 50 today. Dropped the album on his 50th birthday. It's monumental. It's a monumental way to end off uh, the journey with him and Hit-Boy. This is the last one that they're doing together. I don't think that means it's the last time they're gonna work together. I'm sure if Nas do any more projects, Hit-Boy may have his hand in there here and there. But they're saying it's the last one that's gonna be completely produced by Hit-Boy. So they ended it off with two trilogies: the King's Disease trilogy and the Magic trilogy. And so if this one is anything like the first two Magics, or really anything in that any of the other five that him and Hit-Boy did, if it's anything close to any of those, I don't even know what to say, man. Yes, Nas turning 50 during the 50 years of hip hop. Yes. And also, we're going to talk about all that too with my nigga Nas, because Nas got to get his flowers while he can still smell them. You know what I'm saying? Nas got to get his proper respect and this proper solidification of his rightful place in this hip hop thing. Like you said, Nas turning 50 during the 50 years of hip hop. And so we got to acknowledge that this whole hip hop 50 thing, a lot of the that hashtag and a lot of the celebrations you've been seeing around the hip hop 50 thing, that was put together by Nas and his team. That was the brainchild of Nas and his team. They went and got a trademark for hip hop 50. I want to say back in like 2017 or something like that. 2017 or something like that. I think it was one of the anniversaries for one of Nas' albums. And, you know, they out celebrating the anniversary. I don't remember which one it was. And, you know, they start thinking about anniversaries. Like, yo, you know, we coming up on 50 years of hip hop. And so we need to get ahead of this thing. And so they started planning a lot of the stuff that we've seen this year. They started planning that way back in 2017. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that hip hop was celebrated properly for the 50th anniversary. And we're not going to get into, you know, y'all know how I feel about, you know, hip hop is way older than 50, but I understand, you know what I'm saying, the codification that took place in the South Bronx beginning in the early 70s. So I'm not like a stickler about the 50 years of hip hop thing. That's cool. That's fine with me. We celebrating 50 years of hip hop, but the point is a lot of stuff that you've seen this year, a lot of productions and different things that went on this year around the 50 years of hip hop celebration was actually the brainchild of Nas and his team over at Mass Appeal. They started putting that thing together a few years back. I want to say 2017, right? And so what you seen at Yankee Stadium, that big celebration at Yankee Stadium, putting all of the OGs together with some of the current artists, a lot of icons hit the stage. I seen a lot of it. I didn't see, well, it was like 8 hours worth of footage that they streamed it on YouTube. And so I seen some of it. I ain't gonna say I seen a lot of it. I saw Nas's performance. I saw Snoop bring out DJ Hollywood. I think it was Snoop too that brought out Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick and them. That was fly. Nas bringing out Cool G Rap. That was monumental. A lot of stuff that I saw on that stage, it was fly. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? And so Nas, with doing stuff like that, along with releasing these albums, along with producing a number of documentaries, like the Video Music Box joint. Shout out DJ Ralph McDaniels. He did the official documentary for Video Music Box, which is pivotal. That's a pivotal part of the history in the culture. You know what I'm saying? That documentation that Ralph McDaniels had with that show was monumental. That introduced hip hop to the globe. You know what I'm saying? That blueprint was followed by MTV with Yo MTV Raps and all of that. So for Nas to do stuff like that, the other documentaries that he put out about that activist group out in Detroit. I forgot the name of that one. That was fly. They did a documentary on Rick James. That was fly. They did the Wu-Tang documentary of Mics and Men. For those of y'all that have seen the Wu-Tang documentary. And so Nas has really been doing the work of solidifying the culture and really carrying the torch of hip hop, the essence of hip hop, not just the commercialization of it. Yeah, he's in the music business, he's in the music industry, and so of course, you know what I'm saying, he's partaking in some of that and he's living well and all of that. But I'm talking about preserving the actual essence of the culture. Nas has been doing that his entire career, but this new prime that he's having the last, like I said, 3 years, and even beyond that, starting a little bit before that, Nas has been doing a lot of things to preserve the culture of hip hop outside of just his own legacy. So he's been multitasking like a motherfucker because he's been securing his own personal legacy, the legacy of Nas, the artist, the MC, the poet, you know what I'm saying? All while at the same time securing the legacy of the culture of hip hop at large. You know what I'm saying? Being heavily involved with the Hip Hop Museum. Like I said, all of this Hip Hop 50 stuff you've seen going on, the documentaries and stuff like that you've seen going on. The way he's handled certain situations when it came to like so-called beefs or whatever the case may be. Like the situation with 21 Savage, the way he dealt with that like a boss, like a real king. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just feeding into the drama. You know what I mean? That's another sign of us seeing Nas age gracefully in the game. He didn't become the bitter old nigga in the room that just can't stand the young niggas, telling the young niggas to get off the lawn and all that. He didn't become that nigga. He aged very gracefully in the game. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to deal with the 21 Savage situation with grace and with poise. Same thing with there was another situation too. That was a little while back, but the situation with Jeezy when he did the Hip Hop Is Dead album. And Jeezy and a couple of artists from the South had felt the way. They felt like he was taking shots directly at them. Even the way Nas handled that situation back then, he didn't let it escalate into some beef type of situation. You know what I'm saying? He handled that situation like a boss as well. You know what I'm saying? And that was important. Seeing examples like that was important to the culture. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, just putting out quality music, man. Putting out quality music, man. You know what I mean? And especially the last 3 years, we've gotten a real treat for the output. You know what I mean? 6 albums in 3 years. It's legendary. We've never seen a run like this in music. No other artist in any other genre have we seen this type of run at this stage in their career. 30 years into the game, and you go on a whole new run that's comparable to your first prime years. Because honestly, you know what I'm saying? If you really tapped into these King's Disease albums, these Magic albums, you got to put some of these joints up there when it comes to his catalog. When you talk about what's the top 5 Nas albums, you got to talk about some of these ones that just dropped. That's all I'm saying. It's comparable to everything that he's already done. Where have we seen that? Who have we seen do that? We haven't seen that. You know what I'm saying? And so the conversation about Nas and Jay-Z and who's the best MC and all of that, to me, the conversation is done. He done stretched the game out too far now. There's no catching up. That conversation is done. You know what I'm saying? I've always been of the opinion that Nas was the best MC anyway. But even just being objective about the situation and just looking at what this man has done, him and Hit-Boy, the conversation is over. The conversation is over. And all of these things that I'm talking about that he's been doing, in addition to putting out the music, it has made a lot of a few people had to come clean and keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And give Nas his proper due. Like Cameron. You know, he had the situation with Cameron and Dipset back in the days when they was going at him. when Rockefeller was going at him. You got people like Freeway now. When they talk about Nas in their interviews now, they're almost apologetic about going at him back in the days. And they're very honest about knowing that they couldn't fuck with Nas. They knew they couldn't fuck with Nas. They admit that now. Like, we knew we wasn't really fucking with Nas, but they had to do what they felt they had to do at the time. You know what I'm saying? But they admitting what most of us should have known all along, that there was never really a competition there. There was never really a competition there. And I'm not saying that to throw no shots. Salute to Cam. I respect Cam for doing that little video and giving Nas his props like that, because you know, like he said, Nas didn't have to call Dipset to perform at the Yankee Stadium shit. He could have been petty about it. You know what I'm saying? And so he had to give Nas his props. A few other people, you know what I'm saying, that was taking shots back in the days. Now they coming clean when they hear the God name and they interviews and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into this album. It's a live reaction. It's my first time hearing it. Some of y'all been listening to it already, which is cool. But I'm going to be playing it for the first time right here, right now, live with y'all. And so I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Again, like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we live right now. Tell them to come tap in. Check out this new Nas album, Magic 3. So y'all ready to get into it? I think I can stop running my mouth a little bit. I'll run my mouth a little bit more later as the album goes on. So let me see. Hopefully we sounding good. I ain't even do a sound check here. Oh, so let me give y'all the track list though. The first Magic album, I think it was 9 songs. Magic 2 might have had like 12 or 13, something like that. But this one actually got 15 joints. And so the track list is Fever is the first track, TSK, Superhero Status, I Love This Feeling, No Tears, Never Die featuring Lil Wayne, Pretty Young Girl, Based on True Events Part 2, Sitting With My Thoughts, Blue Bentley, Jodeci Member, Speechless Part 2, Japanese Soul Bar, and 1-800 Nas and Hit. All right, so let's get into this thing, man. Let's get into this thing. Y'all ready? Because I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Let's get it popping. Here we go. This is Fever. Uh-oh.
Early on the wake up, cunning as the father of the 12 sons of Jacob. Shake up the world, cake crumbs, cover my goatee, cuff leaks. Waiters, lobster sauce on aprons, parting as the chef. Burgundy on the breath, uncertainty when I step. Dancing to every song like it's a contest. Singing to Stevie Wonder, happy birthday. Celebrating years of flows, a crazy wordplay. Season, I'm leaving my 40s, I'm a griot. Deep as Deepak Chopra, dress socks and loafers. Family only, I'm holding hands with a cold piece. Box to the owe me, I'm officially OG. Might throw a roast me, wonder what will the jokes be. Watching them imitate my cool demeanor. It's a new decade, I'm in a whole new arena. Roll the dice in this life and I hit the fever. Get it? Wolf out of NYC, this is prophecy. No, this was meant to be. Evolve constantly, half a century. Put your glasses up, represent for me. Represent for me. Represent for me. Fly from infancy to half a century. Represent. Crying faces for the double agents, watching my every move. Go tell them I can't sit still, I never do. Let them think of all the places I led them. But look at that, do it all age spectrum. Still winning, never a better move. Who they claim to be today, man, they can never choose. We all got a set of tools we gotta use to push through. Like I did in Esco, it's my nom de plume. Party in the penthouse live, fill all the rooms with beautiful vibes. That's the way to calm the goons. Champagne flutes, my cigars pop balloons. Bow ties get untied when the clock hit 2. A 73 baby, I say a speech maybe. Besides the Littles and Joneses, hip hop made me. Born in New York, I hope the Most High keeps you. I wish at least 50 on all my good people. Fever, wolf out of NYC. This is prophecy. No, this was meant to be. Evolve constantly. Half a century. Put your glasses up. Represent for me. Represent for me. Represent for me. Fly from infancy to Harry. Aha, represent.
That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to preserving the culture, like, why are you still rapping this good? Why are you still rapping this good? Who this hungry at this stage in the game? What's that sample? I couldn't figure it out. I didn't pick up on it. I didn't pick up on the sample. I was focused on the lyrics on that one. The beat was hitting, the beat was knocking when it came in and all that. But I was really focused on the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because I could just tell by how he came in and the whole delivery, it was going to be one of them ones. And so, yeah, man, why you still rapping like this? God damn, nigga. Shit. So that was Fever. TSK. I don't know what TSK stands for. Is it TSK or is it TISK? I think it's TSK. We're going to find out what that's about.
All I see is blurbs, all I see is words. Nerds talking about what they did, seen, or heard. And all I see is clones. See you motherfuckers with mixtape plans because they seeing how we moving. And all they say is this, but they ain't saying shit. They talk reckless when I do not work for them. They say come harder, come smarter. Which one it is? Which one you wanna hear since you such a music whiz? First thing I learned when I was coming up in age, when they stumble in your space, is to punch them in the face. The second thing I learned, I was in the second grade, sliding on the second base, I can orchestrate this game. The third I heard was if it quacks, it's a duck. The fourth, of course, just be upfront what you want. The fifth was this, keep something crisp on your wrist. Now we on album 6, the top team on your list. Probably grab another hundo, industry cutthroat, watch how I construct though, concrete jungle, if rappers were presidents, I would get Trump's vote, Truly, I'm just staying humble, but I could take it back to nasty if I want to. Some young, dumb, crazy motherfucker from the hood. What time is it hit?
Showtime, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that. And this and that. You know, yeah. Don't be scared to execute the vision, lock in. Get back to the art, not the trends. Tisk, I mainly invented raps by banging on tabletops and taking on any competition. Listen, they put hammers to your ribs, but I'm too legit to quit. They like Bishop with the blick, they exposing who a bitch. And I'm like furious when he took his son to fish, dropping knowledge on the kids, drop top when we slid. Step on lawns, trip on Dior slides, grip on the handrails, crib on some acres. Pull off the tails off, strips all beyond blonde, tip on some fine wine, we just some shakers. So when Planet Rock came out the Bronx, I was watching Boombox, Tila Rock never made it rich. Then when I witnessed that the benefits of living good for making hits, I make bread off what I invent. Probably grab another hundo, industry cutthroat, watch how I construct though, concrete jungle, if rappers were presidents, I would get Trump's vote, Truly, I'm just staying humble, but I could take it back to nasty if I want to. Some young, dumb, crazy motherfucker from the hood.
recorded, man. Yo, that was crazy. Yo, that was crazy right there, family. Oh man. That's one of the dopest songs I heard from them, period. Out of both series, that's one of the dopest songs right there. That's crazy. Hey yo, Hit-Boy, you gotta put Hit-Boy on the list. You gotta put Hit-Boy on the list, man, when we have these conversations about the best producers and all that now. Things done changed. A lot of people got comfortable in their spots, man, but things done changed, man. These niggas coming in, elbowing, moving shit around, man. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna be honest. Even just going into this album, I guess I purposely didn't want my expectations to be too high. You know, sometimes your expectations be so high that the project could never really live up to your expectations, whether it's a movie or anything. People hype it up so much, and then you go see it and you're like, it was all right. Like, it wasn't all that. And so I kind of didn't have the craziest expectations going into this. I'm like, yo, whatever they do at this point, I'm grateful, man. As a fan, whatever they do at this point, I'm grateful. Y'all done gave us 5, damn near every one of them is a classic. They all fire. So I'm like, you know what I mean? If they take one off for the last one, I couldn't even be mad. I wasn't expecting this. We only 2 songs in, but I'm just saying, that right there, I feel like this is going to be another crown jewel within the discography. It's going to be another crown jewel if we keep going on this trajectory. That was crazy. And it was Tisk, not TSK. It was Tisk. And so what's the next one? Next song is Superhero Status.
The difference between you and I spitting's a wide difference. They hate on you or me, they want me to die difference. No ego, I'm just providing a better understanding. I don't wish it on nobody who doesn't have a bandwidth. It comes with standing your ground. When you from a poor town that generate awareness, the ventilation shifts where the air is erased when you hear it. Somewhere between great and endearing, you smell it adjacent cause it's serious. And you don't think it's fair, you feel like you come with bars and you want some wars. Frankly, they should send a regard. Some of the hardest rappers get overlooked and ignored. No matter what happened, I hope all of us saw. I go superhero status, no masks, no gadgets. Send them villains at us. We ain't scared of action. We ain't characters capping. Ability to lead buildings. If you blink, you won't catch it.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope. Always on time, I'm never petty, yeah, I'm always ready. That's why my shit flows smooth and steady, pictures on Getty. I don't complain, I don't blame, know when my time is done, I move to the side. I don't want nothing to prove to these guys. If y'all was moving like Nas, y'all wouldn't assume someone owe you. Nobody know you when you owe, except your peoples. That should keep you peaceful. Instead, delusional, moody losers refusing to see truth. Your personal hurt, you unleash on the first person you come across, doing your evil work. Damn, it's a shame. Slugs, blood, laugh, hug, survive if you could. Downsides, intro the thugs to the plug. And just today, I noticed a different pain. Man, catch me, don't let me slip in no demented stage. Repetitive B Street watcher, a gatekeeper conqueror, late night creep sponsor. Me the freak who flying beyond thing. I'm a sheep. She don't need to fly to Dubai for it. Flee the cars, she under my arm and she honored with it. Cognizant correspondence, I don't respond to nonsense. Adidas shells, I keep a reefer smell on me. Ringing the Wall Street bell at 9:30 a.m. It's my coffee. My gang is New York Stock Exchange. Here's my costume change. Superhero status, no masks, no gadgets. Send them villains at us. We ain't scared of action. We ain't characters capping. Ability to lead buildings. If you blink, you won't catch it.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Audio.
Dope.
Yo, hopefully niggas on their game. Niggas on their game. That was crazy. Man, God damn, hold up, man. I feel like on this one, they kind of going in a similar direction to Magic 1, where it's just hard beats and just incredible rhymes. Just hard beats and incredible rhymes. Whereas on Magic 2, they got a little more experimental. They had Nas in different pockets, doing different flows, different sounds on that album. This one is back to the boom bap original rap shit. Like Magic 1 was just beats and rhymes. Like it just came out of nowhere. Remember, 2021, Christmas Eve, nobody knew he was even coming out with an album. Out of nowhere, Christmas Eve, new Nas album, Magic. 9 songs, airtight, fire. One guest appearance on there was ASAP Rocky. The only guest appearance on this one is Lil Wayne. And also on Magic 2, I felt like they leaned more into the concept of magic. You know what I'm saying? He had the song Black Magic on there, the Irvin Magic Johnson joint on there, that voodoo joint, Black Magic, Voodoo Power. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying a lot of stuff in the rhymes with double meanings that had to do with magic. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the first album, they didn't really do that. It was just called Magic, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't really lean into the concept of magic on the album. And it seems like they're not really doing it on here so far. Let me see what the next joint is. That was crazy, fam. This one is called I Love This Feeling. I love this feeling so far. I love this feeling. God damn.
I'm gonna love you all through the morning. I'm gonna love you all. Yeah. See, I'm going where I've been. Know how you feel. I'm gonna love you all through the morning. I'm gonna love you all. I see you going where I've been. I know how you feel. Was at the same place you were now in. You shouting, announcing. You want to win with similar-minded men with great business acumen. We can make an accusation to the topic turn from tight pockets to high profits. To life assurance, at what age do we all cop it? Fuck who the hottest? Who really stand up? Who really messing with their dead man girl? That says everything about that man world. Energy transfer, immortality. You against morality, don't come around me. Homicidal vinyl section where they always found me. By the motion picture soundtrack with Richard Roundtree on the album sleeve. That's my era shit. Musical excellence, hot like on a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shift. You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. Distractions, they come in all ways. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's exposed.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, this is incredible. This is incredible. I'm starting that one over.
I'm gonna love you all through the morning. I'm gonna love you all. Yeah, see, I'm going where I've been. Know how you feel. I'm gonna love you all through the morning. I'm gonna love you all. I see you going where I've been. I know how you feel. Was at the same place you were now in. You shouting, announcing. You want to win with similar-minded men with great business acumen. We can make an accusation to the topic turn from tight pockets to high profits. To life assurance, at what age do we all cop it? Fuck who the hottest? Who really stand up? Who really messing with their dead man girl? That says everything about that man world. Energy transfer, immortality. You against morality, don't come around me. Homicidal vinyl section where they always found me. By the motion picture soundtrack with Richard Roundtree on the album sleeve. That's my era shit. Musical excellence, hot like on a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shift. You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. Distractions, they come in all ways. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park. Old dudes playing chess in prison. Staying on good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest, I love this feeling. If you don't have a team that's militant, you better be brilliant. I love this feeling. If you don't have no team that's militant, be mentally equipped. I love this feeling. Watch everybody. That's why I love my team. I love this feeling. Keep calm, but watch everything. It's your monthly subscription to the Slums Edition. The new it was written. Get your hard copies of Blockology coming from the one who lived in a bowl for goldfish. I never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. That what you never been told shit. Cold part, Illmatic all through that episode of Ozark. I think that's harder than if I had co-starred a ghetto symphony. I'm Chief Keef Cozart, mixed with Mozart. It's ill when you get bags for your own art. $1 million sink for algebra or rap. But they ain't understand it when it drop, yo. How cold is that? They asking if I'm ever gonna be over rap. But I left a few times, just never told you that. Amassing digital assets, no fiscal year kickbacks, yeah, we cash it. Physical money think different, we outlast them. We outclass them, they made it easy to pass them. I love this feeling. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park, old dudes playing chess in prison. Stay on good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest, I love this feeling. Every day we do whatever we want, can't front. Yo, I love this feeling. Getting dressed, getting fly just to go to the studio. Hey yo, I love this feeling. Hey yo, tomorrow I'm juicing for the rest of the week, just cause I love this feeling. And Big Bro got his ankle bracelet took off today, yo. We're getting on the private jet. I love this feeling. Yeah, I love this feeling.
I got a serious question for the family. Did this nigga get better? I'm serious. Did this nigga get better? I need some feedback from the family. I don't know if y'all hearing what I'm hearing. I don't know if y'all hearing what I'm hearing. Are these not some of Nas's best rhymes? Is this nigga not rapping his ass off right now? It's a lot of shit to try to catch. I ain't even gonna try to catch it all. I'm just gonna give y'all my natural emotional reaction to this on this broadcast right here. We'll get into the breakdowns later on another broadcast. We'll get into some of the breakdowns of some of the shit that's being said and how it's being said and all that. We'll get into some of that on a later episode. But I'm just saying, did this nigga get better? Is this some of the best rapping he's done in his life? Just rapping. Or am I bugging? This man, y'all gotta remember, this man was actually a child when he wrote Illmatic. 17, 18, 19 years old when he wrote Illmatic. So he was already ahead of the game. You know how usually they say artists will come out on their second or their third album, and it'll be promoted like this is their mature album. You know what I'm saying? They do that in all genres. Like, okay, this is their mature album now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga came out the gate with Illmatic. It don't get no more mature than that. You know what I'm saying? And then the shit that he was writing on, it was written. He's still in his early 20s. Young as hell. But now this man is 50 years old. You rapping like this? You rapping like this at 50 years old? Me and my dude RPB, shout out to DJ RPBs. We was having a conversation a couple of weeks ago. I was on a Cool G rap binge. I was listening to a lot of old Cool G rap shit. I was listening to some EPMD shit. I listened to like Redman first album. I was on my late 80s, early 90s shit for a minute, but especially Cool G rap. I was really going back and studying Cool G rap's catalog. And me and RP was talking about some of the MCs from that era that we revere and that we hold in high regard, about why they weren't able to really continue putting out high quality work. Like, why did they stop? You know what I'm saying? Like the Big Daddy Kanes, the Rakims. KRS kept doing his thing. KRS still puts out heat to this day every now and then. It might not hit on the same level what Nas is doing right now, but KRS wasn't really never as popular as Nas either. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nas is standing on KRS' shoulders, so I'm not comparing the two. I'm not comparing Nas to none of them dudes from that era. I'm just saying, I feel like they should have been able to carry on with their career and put out more quality music over the years. I feel like they just kind of tapped out. Like, all right, you know, we old school rappers, we don't rap no more. I don't really get that. You know what I'm saying? And this is proof positive of it right here. Because when you really look at it, like the Rakims, the Slick Ricks, those guys from that era like that, a lot of them is like 1 or 2 years older than Jay-Z. Jay-Z is around the same age as a lot of them dudes. So while we was really looking at them like old heads while Jay-Z was doing his thing, late 90s, early 2000s, all the way up, you know what I'm saying? We was kind of looking at Rakim and them like old school, but Jay-Z is like the same age as them niggas. Ain't no reason why they couldn't keep it going. I don't know, man. I don't know. What y'all think? But anyway, let's carry on. What's the next track here? That was I Love This Feeling. I think that might have been the best one. It's hard to say. I think that might have been the best one so far though. Hit-Boy is going stupid. Hit-Boy, he's not just making a beat. He's really producing. He's like scoring the song. He keeps you engaged. All this different shit happening, all these beat changes and all that shit from beginning to end. It's like it's scored. That's the only way I could put it. He's scoring it like a movie. You know what I'm saying? No Cares. This one's called No Cares.
A little gun case, you was younger then. Another violent crime around, album number 10. Since a baby, ghetto baby. You a ghetto baby, you a ghetto baby. And Q be crazy, you a ghetto baby. You had the records playing ghetto baby. Falling while you skating, sneakers hanging. Just the life of a ghetto baby. Shh. Did old to me, you grown to be the one to coast the team. Still be on your fly shit. Part spiritually psychic, you walk through the haze like Isaac. And maybe this gym will see what you and Hit done. If they call it how it is, that's a big dub. That big age you at, you did your big one. My favorite ever from you, gotta be this one. Got through the scars, everyone. Cops you down on you with guns. Close friends, you lost some. No tears on your face, none. You miss time seeing your son. It's hard to find genuine love. Family members in the cuffs. No tears on your face, none. Everything is just what you made it out to be. The world of entertainment got some lessons from your pops. Held it down alone, mom's on heavenly watch. The tears on my face just stop. Dear older me, you became everything you chose to be. Took the wheel and you drove the speed. Out on the road, it took you higher than coca leaves. You at the age, you say what it is. You call every girl in your phone like come to the crib. Ain't gotta hide nothing, what you gotta lie for? One come through the front, one leaving out the side door. Potential, but what's potential if all I'm missing the mental? And what you been through could mess up now what you into. Got the essentials, the murder and instrumental. Made it to Gen Z, deserving what they extend to you. Talking to the younger you, every stage problems are still running you. That big age you at, you did your big one. My favorite era from you, I can't even pick one. Got through the scars, everyone. Cops you down on you with guns. Close friends, you lost some. No tears on your face, none. You miss time seeing your son. It's hard to find genuine love. Family members in the cuffs. No tears on your face, none. Everything is just what you made it out to be. The world of entertainment got some lessons from your pops. Held it down alone, mom's on heavenly watch. The tears on my face just stop. Talking to my younger self. They say in the big 50s, that's when you get rich. In every aspect. You got nothing to worry about. No tears.
Man, that's the guy. That's the guy that we've all come to know and love, man. That's him. That's him. This is incredible, man. Like, if I was gonna put somebody on to Nas that didn't know nothing about Nas, right? They always ask you, what song would you play? You know what I'm saying? With somebody who really ain't know nothing about Nas, what would you play that would kind of exemplify who Nas is? You know what I'm saying? What first song would you play for somebody? And often I would say, I Gave You Power. I always felt like I Gave You Power was the best example of who Nas is, what his skill set is, like how nice he is, because that's a high level of execution. I Gave You Power when he was rapping from the personification of a gun, telling a story from the perspective of the gun in the story. Like, it was a high level of execution, the DJ Premier beat, just everything about that song. It's like, if somebody ain't know nothing about Nas, I would say, yo, listen to this. That song that just played, I could play that one right there too. If somebody ain't know nothing about Nas, I could play a song that just came out today called No Tears. And that would exemplify exactly who Nas is, why he's revered the way that he's revered. It's because of joints like that right there. His older self talking to his younger self. He going into his 50s. You know what I'm saying? Creating an album about to hit age 50. Thinking about his life up until this point, talking to his younger self. Younger self talking back to his older self. You know what I'm saying? The younger self talking to the older self like, yo, you doing your thing, nigga. Like, this is my favorite era from you right here. Like, damn, you took it there? Shit. This was better than before. His younger self is saying. And I'm over here agreeing with the younger self. Like, yeah, this might be my favorite Nas era. This is incredible. This is incredible, man. Things done changed, man. Things done changed. We got to move some of these slots around is what I'm saying. Nas always been number one to me, but it's bigger than that. It changes everything that's even possible. It changes everything that's even possible to achieve from an artistic standpoint. I'm not talking about sales, numbers. I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about from an artistic standpoint, to be able to put art down at a high level. The possibilities of what is possible has changed now. So we got to move some of these spots around. We got to stop giving niggas easy passes because of what they did back in the days. What you doing now, though? Y'all niggas still got life in you. When you stop being an MC? When you stop being an MC, some of y'all niggas with these great names who any producer would love to work with, to put out some fire with. You trying to tell me you can't link up with one of these niggas and go in the studio and give us something special? Nah, it's a new standard now. It's a new standard now. Y'all niggas spots ain't safe no more. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what your name is. Your spot ain't safe no more, man. Y'all niggas got to put out music.
Could he say?
It's the one with Lil Wayne. It's called Never Die.
Kind in real time. Why'd I wait this long to let y'all in my ill mind? We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. Yeah. We ain't gonna. We ain't gon' never die, icons in real time. Why did I wait this long to let y'all in my ill mind? I think the hate was strong, so I went to a chill vibe. Could never say goodbye, I let my skill cry, let my soul bleed. Inside a rose wearing rosaries. Homie, I love the new NY, cause I'm the new NY and the old NY at the same time. I always hit the last shot when it's game time. That Jordan Kobe Braun talk, take a long walk. You might start to understand what I'm putting on for. I left more flows and Pro 2 sessions than you ever thought of with old school methods. But what you hearing is the present day. Over breaks and samples of New York and WA. The brand Nubians, NAS and Wayne. Don't threaten me with a good time, we here to stay. Nasty, they don't make them like me. Mask up, all black, like a pooh shiesty. Swoop through, I'm like Detroit Red in the zoot suit. Loose screws, any great challenges, I find a loop through. Loopholes, why they treat me so bad, Club Nouveau. Damn, the times we living in is crucial. This my Tom Cruise flow. Top Gun, they too slow. Computers ain't fast enough to keep up with nasty, cuz we ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die.
Wayne might smoke.
We ain't gonna never die.
That wasn't no top Nas verse.
We ain't gonna never die. Icons of real time. Icons of real time. We ain't gonna never die.
Icons, stepping on pythons, spitting that cayenne, eat you like Zion, peeking at the skyline, reaching for the stars like I'm reaching for the pylon. I seen you on the sideline, you need to walk a fine line, you need to read the guidelines instead of reading the timelines, where everybody like mine, nobody flow like mine. I'm sunning these niggas, got me coaching niggas like crime, tongue I never bite mine, got dough like taekwondo. To spend all this money, I'ma have to spend a lifetime, you broke ain't even buy time, should throw niggas a lifeline, no money on my mind, and I be on your wife mind, I hit her with the pipe bomb, then pass it down the pipeline, but actually we quite fine. Diamonds on me sparkling and splashing like some white wine. They love me in the nighttime, they hate me when the light shine. Shots I got 100, and problems I got 99. Bugatti by Ryan, take off with no flight time. Bad bitch on the passenger side, she don't even like flying. Booty soft as nightline, you niggas small as my crime. I got a black Nina that get nasty as a white blind. Low credit, high crime, open mind, tight rhymes. When they hit my lines, these rappers gotta catch up like Hines. Weezy and my slime knife. Ain't nobody like us, like bygones. Gotta let icons be icons. Hi, moms.
Yeah, I probably gotta get out the way. I gotta get out the way. I do way. I like that. But to be honest,
he say
so I like that joint. That joint hard. It's solid. But to be honest, so far, that's the weakest one. Am I lying? Up until this point, everything been like, that one kind of cooled it off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't trash at all. It wasn't weak at all. Dope joint. Dope collab. Him and Nas. And I heard Nas' verse. I said, oh, Wayne might get him on this one. I think I might have to give it to Wayne. Wayne a clever nigga on the mic, man. Wayne is a clever nigga on the mic. But yeah, that kind of cooled shit off for the album. You know what I mean? Everything up until this point been crazy. It just been bonkers. And so that one was cool. Let's carry on.
The levee busted. New
Young girl.
Orleans, a catastrophe. America, how long we got? Cause I'm trying to find her.
There was a pretty young girl.
Is that you?
There was a young girl.
And yo, anyway, with no longer delay, that boy I see at Chauncey. Long braids, brown eyes, weight 135. She like 5'5". I see them thighs on her, make me wanna multiply. She's a queen, her daddy G, I know we rock the nines. And she was so fly, like she come from Queens or maybe LI. I'm trying to find that woman, no later than tomorrow. Her body shaped like a Jean Gaultier perfume bottle. When I find her, I'ma roll through, smooth in the ghost coupe. Make sure they hop in, listen to Big's vocals. See if I get a sign of intellectual. See if she rude, is she wild, is she sexual. If we caught a vibe, it'd be incredible. We probably break box springs, then hot springs like we on edibles. I would fit her in my schedule. If she is for real solid, nothing else is acceptable. Slide up to Malibu, paddle boats in Pacific Coast. Having a swim in Atlantic water, it's less cold. I make her listen to poetry, hit a jazz club. Asked her would she leave if I was down on my last dub. I gotta find that girl, what block she be on. Heard she was last seen in Rome, playing hopping in Florence.
There was a pretty young girl.
I think she right for me and I don't even know her. I mean the one time I seen her, she was naturally glowing. That's why I made this song till the label promote it, so she can hear it. Cause even if she don't like rap, they still can find her right where she at. The one with long braids, brown eyes, weight 135. She like 5'5". I see them thighs on her, make me wanna multiply. She's a queen, her daddy G, I know we rock the nines. And if you listening right now, you know what to do. Post this up right now, at me.
There was a pretty young girl. There was a pretty young girl.
That one I gotta hear it again because I feel like there was a concept that I'm not quite catching. I feel like this pretty young girl that he's talking about is a metaphor for something, but I didn't quite catch what it was on the first listen. There's a couple things that he said in there that made me feel like, wait, there's some type of metaphor going on here with the pretty young girl, but I didn't quite catch it. I'm gonna have to play that one again. I mean, the beat is knocking and all that. The song sound dope overall, but I didn't catch the concept. I think there's a deeper concept, like a double meaning or something with the pretty young girl, and that's something that Nas always been known for as well, coming with the crazy concepts, personifying different things, whether it be the gun, the money, the jail cell, all type of things he's used to personify and talk about certain topics through that personification of whatever it is. And so this sounds like it was one of those, but I'm not quite sure. I didn't catch it. But one thing that I did want to mention too, while we here talking about Nas and giving Nas his flowers and all of that, I noticed just a lot of disregard and disrespect really for Nas when it comes to the music industry, the media, radio. They don't give Nas the love that he really deserves. And like, don't get me wrong, I understand like this is not the era. Like, even though Nas gave us these 6 quality projects in the last 3 years, the type of music that he's making is not really what's in the mainstream today. I understand that. And that's okay. Like, everything don't have to be mainstream, but there's still a place for everything, especially when it comes to like New York radio. Like, how y'all ain't playing no songs from none of these albums? None of these songs from none of these albums been on rotation on Hot 97 or Power 105 or none of that shit. In New York, like, how you not playing Nas when he putting out this quality work like that? Like, to me, that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? He's not really being acknowledged. Like, you got some entities just now giving him awards and stuff like that. Like, he never really won awards throughout his career, but now certain entities are starting to acknowledge him and give him awards and stuff like that. And, it's like whatever at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever when it comes to shit like that. But my thing is, it's up to us, man. People like us on the ground, on the streets, you know what I'm saying, who really grew up off of this shit, who really know what it is when it comes to people like Nas, not just Nas, but Nas specifically, though. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure that they get their proper respect and that they that we secure their proper place in the history of this thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure, because these people ain't going to do it. They got an agenda. And it's all about getting clicks and views and all of that stuff. And so if it's not something gossipy or drama or some shit like that, they ain't really going to put too much stock into it. And so we should expect that. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to make sure you get his proper. All right, let's go. Next song is called... What's the next song? Okay, so this is based on true events, part 1. There's 2 of these. So I'm going to let both of them play.
Yeah. Me and her is cool, but she hung with dudes, girl. And dude is cool, but he live how fools live when two spit. He's in the middle of it, little nigga shit. And I bet my chick be sharing our news, telling his girl when I told her about my power moves, showing off. Showed her the Chloe I bought her, they both with flaws. Her friends shining, friend said she got broke off with more diamonds. They go to Allen's, then they post pictures. I search her friend name, her page come up. She with a dude, I said I know this nigga. Then I showed her girl. Do you know this nigga? Look closer for real. You ever met this guy? I told her zoom in tighter. She said we met one time. Private investigator shit. Yeah. Me and Duda right, seen him on the scene a few nights. Little chain, bracelets, nothing crazy, something light. Introduce himself to me, tough act, but he's a goofy, he hype. Impressing ladies with his vest on tight. Like he a target, a marked man, or perhaps hard to kill. But you attract what you fear and you ask for real. My girl says, why you ask about him? Back to the problem. Can't tell her it's an unsolved murder. Never mind it, forever find it strange, she says. First you excited, then you silent. Something has changed, she says. I said I knew a guy and he had a beautiful mind, and who would've knew he would die, and they ruled it a suicide. But that guy in the picture sometime will ride with my nigga. Rest in peace, $500,000, a god amongst niggas. Was it self-inflicted? Somebody came to get you? Maybe I'm paranoid. Something sabotaging the path you was on. But you passed on, you left us your scriptures. I'm in the whip playing your songs. Then I saw your face, still remember when I brought you to LA and we performed on Keenan Ivory Wayne's. And your light remains. Rest up to TJ. Let's have a brother kill a black in a similar way. I used to call down to the crib, you would answer the phone, and years later you in shootouts with some of my mans with the chrome. Wow, so foul. How the projects turn to a war zone. This is the place we call home. Drama, homicide, suicide in our father's eyes. We programmed to survive, but it's love that we don't prioritize. Speaking of love, it was me and her. It was up between me and Shorty. We crushed. I felt she was sent from above. The kind of karma with her is finally gone. I don't call her no more. We ain't talking no more. We ain't talking. We ain't talking. We ain't talking. We ain't talking. We ain't talking.
Okay, that was the first one. That was the first one. And I seen he was talking about $500,000. For those of y'all that don't know who $500,000 is, $500,000 was a rapper from Brooklyn. I think $500,000 was from Brooklyn. He was on the Firm album. He was down with AZ Quiet Money team. He was nice. He was dumb nice. They got like a little mini documentary about $500,000 on YouTube. If y'all want to check that out, there's a documentary about him on YouTube. But $500,000 was dumb nice. He was like on the come up around the same time as Cannabis. Who else was bubbling up around that time? It was certain niggas that was bubbling up that everybody was comparing to Nas. At that time, everybody was saying, "Oh, Cannabis might be nicer than Nas. Oh, $500,000 might be nicer than Nas." $500,000 was one of them dudes. He ended up getting killed though. So I got to listen to that story again and again to really be able to dissect it and get into it. But this is part 2 right here, based on true events, part 2.
Yeah. 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 1, 2. Yeah. Strange out here. Yeah. Yeah.
Chapter 1.
Fresh cut, line up his hair clean. It's not a fair game. Can't trust how they move in his solitaire chain. His bust down Cuban whipping the Rari truck. Us down the music. He got a call that was confusing. Heard this kid said in front of that dude something that never happened. Something being perceived like it's beef, but the street gossip is nothing. They bought no cash and hung up the phone. He could tell by the sound of his tone. Next time he see him, it might have to be on. 4 seasons with the heaters. He pulling in valet. He playing Jackson 5 Maria, pouring good burgundy, drinking wine by the liter. $1 million ideas, son to think of, but he's surrounded by negative peers. Minds of 7th graders, several haters, several losses. Had to get his weight up. Happy belated, gorgeous. He sent the text to his ex. Her tattooed chest where her necklace rests. She covered his name, thinking to himself, no other girl could love him the same. She replied, we still celebrating, come out to Spain. He jumped right on the plane. He had bright orange leather luggage when he arrived at the world's oldest restaurant. Since 1725, Madrid was live. Looking in this woman's eyes, looking where his name used to be, now covered with butterflies. Had a few Spanish connects from touching pies. Just to summarize, he knew a couple guys who had a couple ties to make the shipment touchdown safe. Secured the situation, told Shorty I'm out, babe.
End of chapter 1. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Chapter 2.
Nigga plotting on the plane, crunching the numbers, thinking how this move gonna help him fuck up the summer. Told his dog who to meet and what he picking up from him. Dog said, we solid, I got you, nigga, we bubbling. Since Jamila out in Queens used to have him living lovely. She sat down and didn't sing. She got out, he had her comfy, thinking about copping that fly state with 5 acres, 3 hours from JFK, watching Knicks versus Lakers. When the game was over, he dozed off. When he landed, his man wouldn't answer his phone calls. Did he take it or is he locked behind a stone wall? Did the feds waiting undercover patrol cars? Try to tell himself not to panic, don't go so far. But what's the law of averages when you done broke laws? He had to do the math of this, he can't take no loss. Keeping his poise, at the end of the day, he know that he can trust in his voice.
Yo,
Bag his claim, hurry the fuck up. Ask the TSA, is that conveyor belt stuck or what? What's the delay? Satan's work, hoping the devil don't fuck up his day. He had to factor in the facts when he came to the play. He remembered his face last time he was low in his safe. Heard him say, you ain't the only rich nigga who in this place. Fuck trying to relax. He had to pull up everywhere that this nigga be at. Said it ain't like my nigga, no he ain't dip with the stash. Hold on, I'm almost at the climax. Shots ring out, sounded like some loud hi-hats. His dog got popped at the place of the transaction. Dudes from Spain set him up, straight flattening on Flatbush Avenue, a restaurant in the back room. They took the money and drugs and shot him in his half moon. Doing my homework on IG, under his last picture says R.I.P.
Yo, cinematic shit, man. Motion picture shit, man. Motion picture shit, man. And that's another thing, man. He don't get mentioned the way he's supposed to when it comes to storytelling. He don't get mentioned the way he's supposed to when it comes to storytelling. That's motion picture shit right there, man. Shout out to my dude Tiki in the building. I see you, King. Jesse Paris, what's going on? See, I didn't like Nas at first, especially when he was beefing with Pac. But as I got older, I grew to enjoy him. No doubt. Damn, I ain't almost recognized you cut the beard. Yeah. I had to cut the beard down for the one time. Yeah, man, yo, that shit sound like that shit sound like it was written or something. Not sound like it was written, but it sounded like it could have been from like that era. You know what I mean? Without sounding dated. It sounds modern, but it still sounds like something that would have been created in that era. Like even the structure of this album feels like how niggas used to put albums together. You know what I'm saying? It just got that feel. I can't even put it in words, but it got that feel of how what we used to expect when we used to pop open the CD. You know what I mean? We used to expect to get a certain feeling. You used to expect to get certain themes throughout. You know what I'm saying? Whereas after a while, it just became almost like just a collection of songs. You know what I mean? It wasn't really no structure, no concepts behind the music a lot of times. But this one, I think this might be the best one, fam. How many songs is left? Unless all of these are garbage, this might be the best one. Hold up.
To OGs
Sitting with my thoughts. This one called Sitting with My Thoughts.
and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses.
Hey, Hit. How we gonna lose with shit like this, my nigga?
I once too was a young boy wildin' on tour, running with some of the wildest youngers out of New York. Met some more in Baton Rouge, used to wow how they talk. 19, my girl was pregnant, had to sit with my thoughts. Sit with my thoughts. I had to sit with my thoughts. My family was my motivation, focus on the elevation. I'm attracted, not chasing. We ain't scared of niggas, we rare than niggas. Broke chain hang, diamonds independent. I am independent, she wrote a comment, they pinned it. It got to my attention, we could go viral in minutes. Aspire to win it, I'm spiraling in it. Flip sides of the coin, that's life in the business. Flip publishing, it goes to the highest of bidders. I got them bitter, lows of a winner. That should come with being great, there's a lot on my plate. Never broke again, I'm blacker than the NBA. ESPN couldn't cover all of my highlights. Look at this money machine, I love what it sound like. And Nipsey would've loved that I'm working with Hit. He might've took me to 6-0 and turned me a crip. It's all money in, XO in my cup, I'm sitting with my thoughts again. Yeah. To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses. I pray we all get prayed for. I pray we all can make more. Whole time writing this, I'm typing some people back who need me to get them in places. Type of shit is that? I'm a concierge for most people I know. I'm in the studio with Hit, Cashapp for my folks. I love it. That shit come with being great, there's a lot on my plate. I would give it all away for a smile on their face. Shout out to rappers who inspired me in my beginnings, who I inspired right back when they pen was dwindling. Sitting with my thoughts, thinking what it costs for peace of mind. I go crazy if I couldn't rhyme. I finally took time to drop constant releases. I finally put me first, the intro on the sequence. Don't need a new assistant, I'm just too persistent. Officially efficient, I see it through to the finish. So complete, I'm not a control freak. Personal chef flow, I make sure that we all eat. To To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses. I pray we all get prayed for. I pray we all can make more. To OGs and young bosses, we bounce back when we take losses. I pray we all get prayed for. I pray we all can make more.
I would say the introspective Nas, but that's what Nas was. That's what Nas was when Nas was. You gotta smoke one to that one right there. You gotta smoke one.
It's all because of you. I'm feeling sad.
Remember, I think it was King's Disease 1. He had a song called Blue Benz. I think that was on the first King's Disease, or it might have been 2, but I think it was number 1, Blue Benz. But now this one is Blue Bentley.
Won't deny it. 2 girls say city, both wanna stay with me. I bought the plane ticket. Say my life ain't litty. Say my life ain't litty. 2-story house tonight. I probably spent 150 Jesus like chain walking on water like Jesus Christ. Should I do the Gators Nikes or Adidas stripes? It's been a good day, but tonight we going bad. Whole squad calls a terror shot the Joey crack. This a different lifestyle. How long can you last? She wanna come with me. It depend on how she act. I'm different. We don't bank at the same bank. Shorty, you know she good when she with me. Is the safe place. For real, at least in the low tell. I can now you a career cause I'm known well. When she lands, she let the whole city know. Then hit the room and send me a twerk video. She be all on a gritty flow, met her headed to Coachella and Indio. Other one had a BM, she 50 though. In my business, they wanna stick their nose. Think I'm wildin' like Deuce Bigelow. Male gigolo, I'm a gentleman. Open the car door, holding hands. They both hit my line, I might crush them like soda cans. 2 girls, same city, both wanna stay with me. I bought the plane ticket, say my life ain't litty. Say my life ain't litty. 2-story high ceilings, 2-door blue Bentley. She ready, she sending neckers through the text. Is your ex territorial? Cause yo, I'm calling next. Put her down at LES. 2-tone Maybach, it's a 580S. 2 girls, same city, both wanna stay with me. I bought the plane ticket, say my life ain't litty. Don't say it was all of my fault, just cause your girl left you. She be comparing us both, she know I'm more special. And she trying to show me the text thread, said you looking desperate. I made the exit, my favorite found a shirt from my new one inside the bedspread. Asked me who it was, I said it was a girl I just met. I can't be your lover. I leave their head fucked up like another. Coyle Ray says girls is players too. That's why I do them how I do them, then I'm making a move. Soon I'll be right here when the dating climate improves. These days, some girls be slimy as you. 2 girls, same city, both wanna stay with me. I bought the plane ticket, say my life ain't litty. Say my life ain't litty. 2-story high ceilings, 2-door blue Bentley.
Game is raggedy out here, man. Game is raggedy out here, man. My single people out here. They said the game is real raggedy out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Girls is players too now and all that shit. Niggas is like, well, fuck it then. Shit. You know what I mean? Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Like I said, so that kind of, again, it adds that element that you used to expect from a complete album. You had to have a couple of joints for the girls. You had to have some club shit, some shit for the streets, some conscious shit, some storytelling shit, all those different elements. You know what I mean? I think he took it back to that structure with this one right here. 15 songs, like I said, the most songs out of the Magic series. So, yeah. Jodeci member.
Like a nigga theme music.
That's just how
I flex, I found someone she text, account number no sex. I bounce on her not yet, but while summer I bet I get my next child from her. Have a baby by me, playing as loud as I want her. My checks stay pal running over. Older guys be mad like I stole their lives. Some of these young boys tight, like I had their wives. Realize that's not real, it's only in your mind. The real recognize, real type of time, real man ain't supposed to be in this feelings, that's a crime. Half the time I pay attention to all these rappers like, man, they're supposed to be posting up all the time. I take something you slept on and make it mine. I hit the party scene, they thought I was Devontae Swing. My introduction to that name, they thought I was a Jodeci member. Now when I stroll through the center, I'm looking more like an owner opposed to a beginner. She need to try the winner. Try me like new shoes, try me like new clothes, a color you never wore. Try me like vegan food, I'll show you what we could do. So you ain't sad no more, I love you ain't had before. Try me, try me, try me. Show you. Keep 20s on you, not 100, you spend less. A balance like a one-wheel unicyclist, uphill, inclining up the Eiffel and shit. One lady told me cut my hair, one lady liking my twist. One shorty said that I should put her on a siphon and hit. Anytime I feel, instead I said she could sell natural diet pills with an acquired skill, she might hit a lick. Put a fine girl in the studio, you might get a hit. They just like us, snipers. Who the slickest, quickest? It's a cycle. Trying's just a beginning. Witness the good dude who wouldn't try enough. Gang could've had it all. Did him in leather, no white club, but tatted arms. Try me like staying off your phone with some real shit going on. Try me like some threads in the fitting room. Try me like putting new art on the wall in the living room. Saturday morning vacuum, trying out a new rap tune. Vibes only. Try me like new shoes. Try me like new clothes, a color you never wore. Try me like vegan food. I'll show you what we could do. So you ain't sad no more. I love you ain't had before. Try me. Try. Show you.
We got to keep going. That boy is called Streets on the first Magic. So we got
it's coming up, right? Yeah. Yo, yeah. Y'all should drug test us. My guess is I won't be on your guest list. I'm unimpressed with doing press kids. I'm good on looking desperate. I'm on an intersection exit, just missed the pedestrian. Been etched in stone for years and still I got room for perfection. Sometimes I random check it just to see if I still got it. To see it is still shocking. Was lost for words. I be lost for words. Still selling out arenas and of course some merch. Got my Emmy nomination. I directed my first docu-series. The EGOT is near me. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. This is not no theory. Pouring bottles of Hennessy. Got me talking choppy. Over sample chops from Chauncey. I'm lost for words. Was lost for words. My mom told me clean the room, never shop with saving son. Great to have it now, but when it triple shot to death, I had a key around my neck on a string. A curfew guess, a time to be back at my rest. And my peers I would protect. There was pee all on the steps, slipped when our sneakers got wet. Scared to grab that tech, but I had to get my respect. I was wow. Was lost for words. My guess is someone to replace your soul. AI is only here to replicate and control, imitating the original, then grab them a mold of the binary code. It's your patterns they stole. This my tactical flow, the one they can't redesign. You could redo the voice, but you could never read my mind. Was lost for words. These times got me lost for words. That says a lot for a wordsmith. From the free cheese line to Prezi Watch is my first shit. My old earth left, and she was here since my first steps. Therefore my first words, I asked her where was my work desk. To put rulers to paper, draw measurements, use them later. Punch numbers and calculators. I'm happy to say I made it. Lost for words, I'm speechless. I'm lost for words at the state of my nation's consciousness. Either you woke or nationalist is the politics. I'm lost for words for black babies with low confidence. You could do it too if I win, says the optimist. You ever see a wordless book that does not exist? Say no more, I move letters like Don Cornelius. Rest in peace. Lost for words, I'm speechless.
Totally different from the first beat. No track though. All right. Next Japanese Soul Bar. Japanese Soul Bar is the name of the track.
Cigars in the Japanese soul bar, drinking scotch till daybreak. KD3 had go bars, these vibranium can't break. That's the one, do music for fun, give deals to artists, pull up to the office. Yeah, I'm from the project, so quadruple in my youthful, so I could boost you. Unlimited game, I could shoot you. I own my masters now, but the reversions is crucial. I used to wonder, was they ever jerking the Juice Crew? Wanted dead or alive, should have been platinum 5 times. A young Russell, Rick Rubin, and Fly Ty ran the music biz. Andre Harrell saw the future is hip-hop. The Hermitage, hotel balcony, Louis flip-flops. Meetings in the mezzanine with production companies talking about me directing things. Said I needed CAA, instead I went to ICM. Said without an agency, all my chances might be slim. My humble beginnings ain't want my hunger diminish. I burn out in this game before I would run into millions. See, that's a major fumble, and I'm made for the jungles. So I called jungle, I said put away the bundles. Let's go. Truly, they gon' cry when they see this movie. No dry eyes in the theater, the viewers are living through me. Been thinking about who could play me in Tokyo, Paradise, or Bailey's. Karaoke, I'm participating, singing Barry White, that is. On a good night like this, how do I write like this? First of all, you gotta have a good life like this, a real life like this. Cigars in the Japanese soul bar, drinking scotch till daybreak. KD3 had go bars, these vibranium can't break. That's the one, do music for fun, make deals with artists. Yeah, pull up to the office, make deals with artists. Pull up to the office. Yeah. Konnichiwa. Yeah. Japanese soul bar, red light bulbs, a turntable. Record selection, pictures and frames from those days, soul music.
Somebody from Queens brought it live tonight. You see a lot of Bronx acts, a lot of Bronx acts, but you never see Queens acts in the fever, really. But Nasty Nas, one of the youngest artists out right now, who's doing this thing, new artist, is keeping it live, keeping it real. And this is Nasty Nas and the whole Queensbridge Master. Can I say that? Now, Nas, you have a different style. I know there's a lot of rappers out there who I'm sure you looked up to over the years. But right now, a lot of new rappers and older rappers look up to you. How do you feel to be like a living prodigy?
I mean, it's a blessing. I'm a product of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I'm a product from the old school and the newest of the new.
You got to buy your own.
Yeah, woo! Yo, it's like the box sets, Star Wars, Fast and Furious franchises, 6 projects, 6 sagas, it's hood science. 4 a.m. infomercials telling you where to buy it. 1-800 Nas and Hit, all 6 like the greatest hits. No, my brother, you got to cop your own. Whether we did Diamond or Harley Soul, we did it for our soul. How about the VM Park by Neiman Marcus? Hope I don't see a snatch and grab. They shot for free, I paid the charges. Strict about it. If Malcolm was a rapper, he would say some shit over the brace, come out with neck snappers, I promise. They would be singing the same song as me, probably not killed by the CIA or the industry. No where black hands be on black blocks, no backstabs or sad plots, we lit the rock. 1-800 Nas and Hit. Don't call us with no politics. And when you talk to us, make sure you talk to us with common sense. This one is Goliath, big, leaped over a giant bridge. Call my counterparts. I told them they gotta try this shit.
Try this shit, man. That nigga do it. You gotta come outside, man.
Let's win. Let's win. Let's win. Let's win. Finally killed the king disease. I see what a genius see. Unclutter your mind for once. Let me set the scenery. Put down the diamonds and blunts. Put down the wine and the cups. Put your ideas in play. It ain't what it seemed to be. Don't get stuck in the Hollywood shuffles. Did a show, they snuck in the trailer and stole a duffel. You thinking major, they thinking tiny, they try to debo. Please don't remind me the reason I bought these Desert Eagles. Got Brian Isley age difference on my missus' wishes. Hit a store, the receipt look like a Christmas wish list. Cougars waist training, salute amazing, ain't it? Health I praise the single mom life, casual dating. I could put the love between the nightly news and the shows you be watching on the sofa. She texts me, come over, let's play your discography. She in disbelief just from my 2020s run. I'm the inspiration, I ain't gotta look for none. This one is Goliath, big, leaped over a giant bridge. Called my counterparts, I told them they gotta try this shit. We holding leadership conferences. Ha, yeah, for the hood, for the kids. Let's win, let's win, let's win, let's win. Credits roll. 6 albums. In how many years? We having fun. A crazy run. Time flies. Dial a number. 1-800 Nas and Hit. That's 1-800 Nas and Hit. Leave us a message. Let us know when y'all want us back again. We'll spin the block to be there for you. None but love. Hit-Boy on the boards. Your man, the maestro himself, Mr. Jones. It's just natural, like, that's what it gotta be. Shout the engineer, David Kim. I know we've been driving you crazy. You like, what, again? Another one? You just, what do y'all take a break? Shout out to Gabe, Big Double, Peter, my man, and Soleil. Could you ever imagine? Hey, yo, shout to my man, Big Hit, just came home. He already taking over the whole shit, you know. Shout out to C3. That's third generation. He be in here going crazy in the studio, having fun, watching cartoons, playing video games while we recorded, vocaling. That's my man. Shout out Big That's a Night. It's all about the next generation. That's what we're here for. The next generation. Of course, the Jung, the crew, the family. Big Left, Moto, Hive, Kavinsky. My geysers. Jay, what up? All my peeps. Yeah. I said hi. Yeah, let's hear it back. Hizimoto. Too many to name. M. The company. Exit, what up? Mass Appeal. Annie. Everybody. Thank you. Peace.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you got that jazz on there. Yeah, you got that jazz on there. I don't know, man. It might be the best one, y'all. It might be the best one, y'all. It's hard to say. It's really good though. It's hard to say off the first listen, but it's really good though. Damn. What a way to end the series. Perfect song to end the album, by the way. That 1-800 Nas and Hit. Perfect ending. You know, it feels like the credits are rolling on that one. You know what I mean? They celebrating the victory lap. 6 albums in 3 years. 2 trilogies at the same time. All of them are quality, man. All of them are quality, man. From KD1 all the way up to Magic 3. They didn't miss. They didn't miss. But if we was going to rank them, if we was going to rank the 6 projects, Man, I would have to say KD3, possibly this one right here, man. I want to put Magic 3 right there next to KD3. He better get a Grammy. For me, them shits is whatever for me. Them shits is whatever for me, but you right though. But look, they just had, or they got the BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards coming up or whatever. They did a category for Lyricist of the Year. Nas not even on there. Nas not even on there. They got Cardi B is on there. I forgot who was on there, but the Lyricist of the Year category that they put on there, it's a joke, man. It's a joke, man. I'm from New York, straight out of the Bronx, but I gotta say, Nas is the GOAT. Nas is the GOAT, man. Nas is the GOAT, man. Yeah, I want to put this one at right there, damn near number one, number two. I'll put it at number two for now, but it might be the best one. But number one, I'll say KD3. Then I'll put this one right next to it, and then Magic number one. So KD3, Magic 3, Magic 1. I don't even know. To tell you the truth, I ain't even going to try to rank this shit. I don't even know because I like KD2 just as much as I like KD1. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? I like them for different reasons, but they both fire. I can't even rank them, man. I can't even rank them. All I can say is, man, we ain't never seen no shit like this before. We probably ain't never gonna see no shit like this again. Not us, our generation. I don't think we're gonna witness no shit like this again. You know what I'm saying? I do hope Nas continues to put out music, you know, working with other producers or whatever the case may be. I know they said this was gonna be his last project with Hit-Boy, but I hope it's not his last project, period. But if it is, I can't be mad at all. I can't be mad at all. It's the best discography in rap. It's the best discography in rap. Let me go back to that. Let me go back to that. How do I? Yeah. It's the best. It's the best discography in rap. I'm not even gonna go with my personal favorite classics. Illmatic, It Was Written, Stillmatic, that's 3. I'm only gonna go with the undisputed classics. I ain't even gonna go with number 4. I ain't even gonna go with my personal favorites. So it was already 3 certifieds, and then you just added how many more with this series? Definitely KD3 and definitely Magic 1. So that's 5 classics. Certified, solidified. Not my if it was my personal opinion, there's more. My personal opinion, there's more than that. But the ones that are undisputed, KD3, Magic 1, Stillmatic, It Was Written, and Illmatic. This is the best discography. If he never put out another album, I can't be mad. He gave me all the ammunition I need to make the argument. You can't put nobody up against my nigga. Nobody. You know what I mean? And like I said before, a lot of these spots got to get moved around, man. A lot of these spots got to get moved around. We got to reassess the top 5 MCs now, because the criteria is different. The criteria is different. Nas, he raised the bar. He raised the bar with this double series. And so anyway, that's my reaction to the KD3. I mean, to the Magic 3. Of course, I'm gonna be bumping it all weekend long, and I'll give my official review of the album maybe in the next 2 weeks. I'll give my official review of the album, but this is my initial reaction, just hearing it one time live with y'all. You know what I mean? This is how it felt. And so, like I said, I started off Sincereluvdagod cast doing a show about King's Disease. That was the very first show I did on this channel. Was my review on the King's Disease album, and I think I reviewed every one of the releases, I think. So y'all can go back in the archives, the real Nas heads that's in here checking this out. Those of y'all that fuck with Nas heavy like I fuck with Nas heavy, y'all can go back and check the live reactions I did to the other albums and the reviews that I did to the other albums for this double series. And leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Other than that, I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Me and Nicey Girl will be back on the set this Sunday with another episode of Sincereluvdagod cast, where we talk about current events and other issues that are important to what's going on in Black society. We'll be here getting it in. And so, again, make sure that you like, subscribe, all of that good stuff that you do out here on these YouTube streets. Show us some love, show us some support. Share this out. Leave us some comments in the comment section. And that's it, man. Remember, family, I am not the master teacher. I am only the master student and signal booster for the voices of the new Black media. That being said, I'm out of here. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.